Hi, folks, it's me, Craig Bielik. Yeah, behind the mask. I'm sure you know it's me, right? I mean, it is me, Craig Bielik, your favorite local comedian. I'm going to take the mask off, even though the Ogden Beautification Committee has asked me to continually wear a mask, even after COVID, okay? Because I scare tourists with this face. I'm sure you can appreciate that. But I hope you're all doing well out there, and I'm here to help make you laugh a little bit. So here you go. You ready? You like knock-knock jokes? Here's one for you. Knock-knock. Who's there? Normal life. Normal life who? Yeah, exactly. Normal life is gone, isn't it? But we're going to make it work. We're going to do comedy remotely, virtually, and it's going to be fun. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. You doing okay with this Rona stuff? I mean, I hope so. It's challenging, that's for sure. Myself, you guys all know, right, that I work for a hospital, and so I'm trying to be careful. Every day I go home, pull into the garage, okay, take off all my clothes and my shoes, so I'm hopefully not taking anything into the house for my wife, walk through the door and go right to the shower. So my poor wife has all of the worries and stress of Corona, plus the additional trauma of seeing this naked each day in broad daylight. I mean, can you imagine? You guys remember her in your prayers. I mean, she's rubbing hand sanitizer in her eyes. It's just like terrible kind of stuff, you know? I know a lot of you are working from home, and I hope that's working out for you. I'm not working from home. I wonder what that's like. I mean, do you like gossip with the cat about your fellow workers? Are you guys like, did you see that dog today? I mean, he did nothing. And here we are working our buns off. Are you doing that? I mean, I think you're doing that, right? I hope so. I just had a birthday. Thank you very much. I turned 60. Thank you for your sympathy. What's cool about that is now I can get into Smith's on senior hour. You know, I tried sneaking in before, but they'd always busted me, and so I couldn't get in during senior hour. I'd have to hang out in the back alley and, see some old guy walking out and say, "Hey, dude, will you go inside and buy me a bottle of hand sanitizer? They won't let me in. I don't have my ID." True story, not true story. But you know who else turned 60? Bono. Yeah, from U2. He turned 60 the same month I did. Incredible. That's another thing he and I have in common. He's out touring the world, playing to sold-out stadiums. I'm out in the back of the Union Station doing comedy for Three Pigeons right over there, and I'm doing very well with them, I might point out. I hope you guys are doing well. When we're done with this, let's go out and have a party. I mean, let's go over to the Lighthouse Lounge right over there. You guys know what the Lighthouse Lounge is, right? You know that? I'm sure you do. It's new. The Lighthouse Lounge is new, but the old Lighthouse Lounge was up on 24th Street, and it was Ogden's oldest strip club. 57 years in operation, using the same girls. Yeah, they didn't even have a pole there. They swung on their IVs. It was really fun. Thank you for having me out here today. Can you hear my shoes squeaking? My shoes are actually squeaking on the ground. I have old man shoes. I bought them at Dillard's. They're supposed to be good in the snow and the ice. They had a little sticker on them that said skid resistant. It was on the box, and so being the comic that I was, I went and I peeled that sticker off, and I went and stuck it on a 3-pack of men's underwear, and I watched them fly off the shelf. It was incredible. But, you got to have proper footwear, don't you? I learned that a little while ago. Here's a tip for any of you out there. Never get into a fight with your significant other when you're wearing flip-flops, because there's just no way to stomp away angry. There really isn't. It's like, oh yeah? Well, you just dropped dead. Proper footwear. Recommended from Craig, your hospital representative, where I am an MD, actually. MD, yeah, at the hospital. Marketing director. Yeah, you know what a marketing director does for a hospital? Neither do I, and I hope I never have to find out. No, actually, the marketing director of the hospital, I'm in charge of the specials. Come on, breast enlargements, buy one, get one free. Amputations, half off. Hey, that's funny. It's an enema cell. Blowout. Everything must go. Right? And laughter's the best medicine, right? You agree? It's the best medicine. Laughter's the best medicine, right? Okay. Well, I work for a hospital. You all now owe me a $25 copay. Like a lot of you, I'm spending a lot of time at home right now with my cats. But I spend a lot of time with my cats anyway. And actually, they're not my cats. They're my wife's cats. And they are her babies, trust me. If there was a flood and the canoe seated 3, I would be swimming, right? But we got these 2 cats, and they're different and kind of strange, both of them. One is this, he's just eaten so much. He's fat. I mean, he's just huge. He's got this little tiny head and then this big round body. He looks like a tick. I mean, he really does. And I can't figure out even how he's getting so much to eat. He's only got 2 teeth. I'm not kidding you. He's got 1 tooth on the top and 1 on the bottom. Okay? I mean, he's not a cat. He's a staple puller if you really stop and think about it. But he's actually not the problem. The problem is this cat that I have that is what's called a Maine Coon. Do you guys know what a Maine Coon cat is? I mean, they're huge. He's like 1 step down from a mountain lion. And he's diabetic. Did you know cats can get diabetes? I mean, they can. And I have to give him injections twice a day with insulin. And I mean, this cat is huge. His claws are bigger than my fingers. They look like cashews. And the doctor's like, you're going to have to give him injections twice a day. And I'm like, I'm going to die. I am going to die. All right. But he actually takes them pretty well. So that's weird enough, but he also has to eat a special food, and that's kind of weird too. A cat diabetic food. But what's even weirder than that is you have to have a prescription to buy that food. You can't buy that food without a prescription. And I'm sitting there one day, I drive down to the vet, and I forgot it. And I thought, well, it's just on a white piece of paper. I'm just going to write, okay to buy kitty food, and go in and buy it. And then I thought, yeah, great idea, Craig. People go to jail for that. I'll be sitting in prison with the hard guys, and they'll be like, what are you in for? And I'll be like, script fraud. Oxy? Yeah, me too. And I'll be like, no, cat food. He'll be like, you serious? You got any? I've got somebody on the outside that could move that for you. Okay, so how are you sports fans doing out there? You doing okay during all this lockdown? I know it's probably been hard with no sports. I mean, I was really hoping that this year the Jazz would play well and that they would capture that NBA title. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, wouldn't that be great? I would like that. Not that I care, because I'm not a sports fan myself, but I'm a comic. And I want the Jazz to take the title just one single time. You want to know why? Because I want to see what happens to Salt Lake City when they finally win. Because like if the Lakers win, LA goes crazy. I mean, they're turning over taxis and setting nuns on fire and stuff like that. I want to see what that's like. I want to see the guy on ESPN where, hey, looks like the Jazz have just taken the NBA title in the final game. Let's go to the streets of Salt Lake City with Ron Morey and see what it's like out there. Ron, what's going on? Oh, Davis, pandemonium out here. There's a bishop dancing on the roof of a minivan over there. I mean, we got people chugging root beer right out of a 2-liter bottle. It's past 8:30. I'm not kidding you. They're hundreds of women are flashing their ankles. It's nuts out here. That's why I want to see that. I want to thank you guys for supporting this event. I hope I made you laugh for a couple of minutes. And I'm wishing you all the best. So we'll see you soon. Come on down. I'm ready to do gigs in between trains. Craig Bielik, I'll see you later.